Welcome to the party. All right. So you're thinking about buying a house. This is huge. It's like the adulting equivalent of getting the high score on Donkey Kong. You've been scrolling through Zillow so much your thumb has a six-pack. You've pictured yourself on that perfect porch, sipping something iced, waving to neighbors who look suspiciously like characters from a sitcom. You're ready to trade in your roommate who never does the dishes for a mortgage that, well, also never does the dishes, but at least it builds equity. The excitement is real, you guys. You can almost smell the new paint and hear the echo in the empty living room. It's a major life goal, and you're about to check it off the list. Now, when you first start this whole adventure, your brain zeroes in on two big numbers. Number one is the down payment, that giant pile of cash you've been saving since you found $20 in your winter coat. Number two is the monthly mortgage payment, the number you'll be reciting in your sleep for the next 30 years. You've run the calculators, you've talked to your bank, and you think, okay, I can do this. I'll just eat ramen for a few decades. It's fine. You've got your financial ducks in a row, or so you think. You're feeling confident, you're feeling powerful, you're ready to sign on the dotted line and get those keys. But wait, hold the phone. Did you know that according to a Zillow survey, something like 80% of first-time homebuyers are totally blindsided by hidden costs? 80%. That's like 4 out of every 5 people at a party being surprised when the host says, "Okay, everyone, time to help me clean up." These are the surprise fees that pop up like a whack-a-mole game you didn't ask to play. They're the financial ninjas hiding in the shadows, ready to jump out and karate chop your budget. It's the stuff no one really talks about at the housewarming party. They just smile and say, "Oh, the process was great," while secretly remembering the day their bank account cried for mercy. That's where my buddy Kris McCullough comes in. This guy is the real deal, a retired Marine who now leads the KDM team. He's seen it all. He's like the Gandalf of home loans, standing there with his staff saying, "You shall not pass without being fully prepared." He believes buying a home shouldn't be a horror movie where you're just waiting for the next jump scare. It should be exciting. Kris helps people see the whole picture, not just the glossy brochure photo. He's the guy you want in your corner, making sure those hidden fees don't turn your dream home into a financial nightmare. So stick with me, and we'll break down these sneaky expenses together. Okay, first up on our list of party crashers, closing costs. You've probably heard the term, but what does it even mean? It sounds so final, so simple, like the cost of closing a door. Should be free, right? Wrong. Think of closing costs not as a single fee, but as a conga line of strangers dancing to your wallet. Lender fees, appraiser, 10 minutes, a few $100. Title search fee, making sure you're not buying a haunted swamp. A whole bunch of other tiny bills. It's a party. You're buying everyone's drinks. These costs are no joke. Expect about 2% to 5% of the purchase price. On a $400,000 house, that's $8,000 to $20,000. That's a new car. That's a trip around the world. That's a lifetime supply of guacamole. It's a huge chunk of change that most people completely forget to budget for. They're so focused on the down payment that when the closing statement arrives, their face just goes blank. It's that look you get when you think you're pushing a door that says pull. Total confusion, followed by mild panic. Let me tell you, this is where having a guy like Kris McCullough is a game changer. Kris and the KDM team don't just get you a loan, they prepare you for the entire financial marathon. He's like a drill sergeant for your finances, but, you know, a friendly one who won't make you do push-ups. He'll sit you down and walk you through every single line item on that closing estimate. He helps you anticipate these costs so you can negotiate them or at least have the money ready. No surprises, no last-minute scrambling, just smooth sailing. Kris ensures you're not just pre-approved for the loan, but pre-prepared for the entire closing process. It's the difference between a celebration and a stressful, sweaty mess. Next up, let's talk about insurance. Oh, insurance. The topic that makes everyone's eyes glaze over. It's like the Brussels sprouts of personal finance. When you buy a house, you might be getting 2 insurance policies. It's a buy one, get one free deal where you pay for both. First, homeowners insurance, non-negotiable. Lenders require it to protect their investment. It covers things like fires, tornadoes, and that one time your cousin deep fries a turkey in the living room. If you put down less than 20%, your lender will likely require private mortgage insurance, PMI. PMI is insurance you pay for that protects the lender, not you. It's like buying a security system for your neighbor's house. PMI can add hundreds to your monthly payment. It's the uninvited +1 at your financial party, sipping all the expensive craft beer. The average annual cost of homeowners insurance in the U.S. is about $1,400, but it can be much higher where you live. PMI can be roughly 0.5% to 1% of your loan per year. That adds up fast. A 1-2 punch to your budget. You calculated your mortgage down to the penny, but forgot the bodyguard fees. Suddenly, your comfy payment looks a lot tighter. It's like slipping into your favorite jeans after they shrank in the wash. This is another area where having a seasoned pro like Kris McCullough is invaluable. As a retired Marine, Kris is all about strategy and leaving no one behind. Kris doesn't want you to just get the keys. He wants you to thrive as a homeowner. He's your financial spotter at the gym, making sure those extra costs don't crush you. All right, let's move on to everyone's favorite topic, taxes. I know, I can feel the excitement from here, specifically property taxes. These are the fees you pay to your local government for the privilege of owning a home in their lovely town. These taxes fund all the important stuff, like schools, roads, libraries, the people who have to fix the potholes that seem to multiply overnight. When you were renting, your landlord handled this. But now, you're the landlord. Congratulations! You've been promoted to chief taxpayer of your own domain. It's a very prestigious and expensive title. Property taxes are a bit of a ghost. You don't always see them directly, but they are always there, haunting your finances. Often, they're rolled into your monthly mortgage payment through something called an escrow account. Your lender collects a portion of your property taxes and homeowners insurance each month and pays the bills on your behalf when they're due. This is convenient, for sure, but it can also mask the true cost. Your mortgage statement might show one big number, and you forget that a hefty slice of that pie isn't going toward your loan at all. It's going straight to Uncle Sam's local cousin. And here's the really fun part. Property taxes can change. They can go up. A lot. Okay, let's talk about living in a community with a homeowners association, or HOA. On the surface, it sounds great. You get a neighborhood with manicured lawns, a sparkling community pool, and rules that prevent your neighbor from painting their house neon pink with purple polka dots. It's like living in a real-life version of The Truman Show, only you're in on it. The HOA is there to maintain the community's standards and protect property values. They're the self-appointed guardians of curb appeal. And for this service, you get to pay them a monthly fee. Hooray! These HOA fees can range from a modest $50 a month to over $1,000 in some high-end communities. They cover things like landscaping for common areas, pool maintenance, trash removal, and sometimes even a gym or a clubhouse. But here's the catch. These fees are completely separate from your mortgage. It's another bill you have to pay every single month for as long as you live there. And just like property taxes, they can, and often do, go up. The board might decide the community needs a new dog park, gold-plated mailboxes, and guess who gets to foot the bill? You do. The rules can be intense too. The HOA can be like that strict substitute teacher you had in 3rd grade. They have a fun police department on patrol. Sir, your garden gnome is 1 inch over the regulation height. That's a $50 fine. Once again, this is where a knowledgeable guide is crucial. When you're working with Kris McCullough and the KDM team, they make sure you know exactly what you're getting into. So you bought the house. The papers are signed. The keys are in your hand. You're officially a homeowner. You walk through the front door. You take a deep breath. And then you realize the house is your giant, expensive, slightly needy child. It has needs, lots of them. This is maintenance costs. When you were renting and the faucet leaked, you called the landlord. When the AC went on strike, you called the landlord. Now, you are the landlord. You are the super. You get to Google how to fix a running toilet at 2 a.m. Experts say budget about 1% of home value for annual maintenance. For a $400,000 house, that's $4,000 a year, about $333 a month. And that's just regular stuff. Gutter cleaning, HVAC servicing, pest control, lawn care, resealing the deck. Your house has expensive hobbies, and you're funding them. like gourmet cooking or professional race car driving. First-time buyers underestimate this cost. You focus on the mortgage and forget ongoing costs. It's not a one-time purchase, it's a demanding subscription. That's why Kris McCullough's financial planning matters. He prepares you for life in the house, not just the purchase. Kris and the KDM team recommend a separate home maintenance savings account. They help build a real-world budget that includes these costs. Now, this next one is a little different, because it often applies to sellers, but it has a huge impact on buyers too. Let's talk about home staging. Staging is essentially getting your house all dressed up for its big audition with potential buyers. It's like giving your house a makeover, a new haircut, and a killer outfit so it can land the leading role in someone's life. The costs for staging can be all over the map. A simple consultation might cost a few $100s. A full staging can cost several $1,000s. It's a real investment. And now for our final and perhaps most terrifying hidden cost: unexpected repairs. This is the big one. You move in, and on day 2, the water heater decides to retire, and it celebrates by flooding your brand new basement, or the HVAC system starts making a noise like a dying walrus. These repairs can cost thousands of dollars. Even with a home inspection, things can be missed. This is why having an emergency fund is absolutely essential. Having zero cash reserves when your furnace dies in January is a whole other level of stress. This is the final boss battle where Kris McCullough truly shines. His Marine background taught him to always have a contingency plan. Wow, that was a lot. Closing costs, insurance, taxes, HOA fees, maintenance, staging, surprise repairs. This isn't to scare you away. It's to arm you with knowledge. Being prepared is the ultimate superpower. The American dream of homeownership is alive. Go in with eyes wide open. Don't go it alone. You wouldn't climb Everest without a Sherpa. Get an expert guide. You need Kris McCullough and the KDM team. They'll guide you to the summit safely. Ready to turn the dream into reality? Call Kris. He and the KDM team will answer your questions. Don't let fear stop you. Take control. Get educated. Team up with the best. Your dream home is out there. With Kris in your corner, you'll be ready. Now go make it happen.